Alright guys, welcome to another one of Quantum's Dark Souls 3 Arena runs. We are using the OP Strength build, aka Astra's build, from our Fight Club live streams. This was the build that we went like 35-0 on our first Arena run. It was very powerful, and I think to this day I've only lost about 4 Arena matches, so it is very good. And I've played about 50 or 60 with this setup. So what we normally do in these situations, we just go through a bit of a gauntlet, just live record a few matches in a row, and just talk about random stuff with the build, with these matchups. And something that I do want to mention with this build, one of the reasons that it is so good, is the ability to take trades. Now, I know I talk about this a lot on my channel and a lot of my videos, but I will talk about it in real time where I can here. Now, this guy using the Great Club, he should be utilizing more of those R2s, yes. We'll punish the overzealous attacks from our opponent. Catch the runaround. So we have the advantage now. Why does he do that? I hit you out of that every time. This is like my finisher weapon. I don't really use it too often, but I just have it equipped because in the arena mode it is timed, right? And you know, when you just need that last sliver of HP on an opponent, they sometimes just run away all day. And with an ultra weapon, well, you can catch them. You don't want to kind of leave exploits in your gameplay trying to rush your opponent down too much to try to chase the win. So having a small weapon just to chase somebody down, finish them off, can be very good. Simply because it's timed. If the matchup wasn't timed, you can draw out the match as long as you want. Doesn't matter. But yeah, in the arena it's good to kind of have that backup weapon just to chase somebody down with a little bit quicker to finish them off. So anyways, that's the first matchup, 1-0, not bad. And I haven't made the build video for this yet. I know I've been very busy, and I do apologize over this past week. I haven't really uploaded too much. I have been live streaming where I can, but I haven't actually had the time to edit some of the videos that I wanted to edit. I do have some footage recorded, so hopefully I'll get to that soon. Is this the same guy? No, we got a katana user. Okay. Now, setup-wise in the arena, you just really need to activate your tiers and switch out your ring if you're using a really heavy setup like mine. Now I am using, or I am dependent upon Havel's ring. In order to use this armor setup. Now you don't have to use this. You could use different armor. This guy is backstab fishing. Bait out his attack. That's fine. Why would you do a jumping attack on an ultra weapon? Oh well. So anyways guys, the way that I'm gonna kind of do these matchups, I don't mean any disrespect to any opponents. I don't mean to sound arrogant or ignorant, but the way that I kind of work through my matches is I think to myself, what is the opponent doing? How do I counter this? And so when I say like, why is he doing a jumping attack? What was transpiring in my head was, he's doing a jumping attack, I'm gonna do an R1. He may hit me, but my hyper armor frames will carry me through and combo him for 2 hits for the win. And as you saw there, that was again that trade mentality in effect. So you saw there, just 2 1-hit combo, or sorry, 2 2-hit combos. Essentially 2 hits, right? For a W. Pretty easy. So I think that's the second matchup. Is it the second match? We're 4.5 minutes in, we've only played 2 matches, really? Is that the second match? I think it is. Oh well. Yeah. Maybe that first matchup was longer than I thought. Is this the same guy? Dude, everybody looks exactly the same to me when they first get summoned. The Majora. What? We're not playing Zelda. So I will take that trade all day because my weapon does more damage and has more hyper armor. and he just doesn't want to roll. So that's good. But this is a flaw, not a flaw, but this is something that is kind of dependent on you not getting completely rushed down at the beginning. I mean, you do have enough time to cast and switch out your ring setup in the Pontiff Arena, the Round Plaza, whatever it's called. But if you get rushed down and you get hit out of your ring swaps, this is actually how I lost one of my matches, because at the start of the matchup, I didn't fully like organize my ring swapping box, whatever the hell it's called, and I went into an arena match, and I was like, oh shoot, and I was like trying to find the rings that I needed to swap out to, and my opponent comboed me, and I was at a significant disadvantage, and we almost brought that match back. We activated the opponent's Tears of Denial, but he ended up trading with us on the Tears activation, and we died because our Tears were already activated. So I mean, you can't get mad if you get rushed down at the beginning. That's just how it goes. Don't get mad because you can't get your buffs off. Your opponent's not obligated to let you get your buffs off. I usually let people do that stuff in my matches. If you guys watch any of my streams or my PvP vids, I let them do all their buffs and everything just for a fair fight, but you're not obligated to. This guy's going to rush me down again, so I need to switch this out real quick. Alright, what's he got? See if I can bait him into... No. I was thinking maybe if I ate that, he would rush me down again, and I could come out with an attack. I mean, I'll take those trades again. How did he roll out of that? Oh my days. How did he roll out of that R1? That's craziness. That's craziness. Okay, so if he runs at me, I'm going to have to try to time an R1. Let's see, run at me. Don't make me run at you. Yeah, that didn't work. But I will take those trades because, again, I have more defense. I have more armor, more poise. Even though he did hit me out of some of those attacks, he did better that time. So he has adapted a little bit. Oh, I just kind of gave something away. The fat roll at the end. He's probably like, oh damn, he needs to ring swap. So if I rush him down, if I get him again. But I mean, he was rushing me down a little bit. But again, that's again a strength of the build. Simply the ability to take those heavy trades and come out on top. You have a lot of defense. You have a lot of absorption. Your weapon does usually more damage. So as a tank, basically, with a lot of poise, a lot of hyper armor, usually you come out on top on trades with 2 hits. This guy was able to roll through some of them. I guess that happens sometimes. I don't really know the mechanics behind that, but usually we come out on top in those situations. And we technically still did there, so even as a failsafe, even though we couldn't complete our 2-hit combos all the time and we did take some trades, we were trading 1 for 1, our weapon was still out damaging his weapon. And is this... No, it's not the same guy. Alright, we got another Tears monster. I'm trying to bait them to rushing me down, but it's not really working. Oh, a bow? Damn, dude. Don't tell me this guy's gonna be an annoying bow master. Those composite bow rollers, where all they do is they just roll and use the bow. Oh, I was gonna try to get him on the reverse. Yeah, sometimes you don't expect the bow. Catch that roll back. I fought somebody like that when I did my Fume Ultra Greatsword video. All they would do is roll and use the bow. And we did beat them and they did like no damage to us, but it took like 4 minutes. So either I was going to get timed out in that matchup, but thankfully we were able to catch him a few times. I mean, I can respect runaway, but I can't respect if all you do is run away. If you don't even like attempt to attack me, that's annoying. Now, I'm not saying that that's what that guy did, because he did attack me, he did get some hits off, so good, you know, good stuff to him to not just purely running away. But when people do play like that, it's like, what's the point? You're just gonna run away all day? Like, that's kind of an annoying... That's like the real annoying playstyle. But anyways, I don't know how many matches we've played. I did not keep track. Shoutouts to me, not paying attention, just rambling. But let me know if you guys like these kinds of videos. If you like these just live arena sessions. Oh, this guy is going super try hard on the damage. Uh-oh. I don't think... Can he two-hand his weapon and still have that buff applied? Oh my god. He basically traded with us damage for damage. And he's using a lot of poise. Oh, the Tears of Denial. Oh, the Tears of Denial saved us. But you can see there, like, he was buffing the hell out of his damage. And we were trading hit for hit, just like I said on the first trade. So one more trade like that, and thankfully Tears of Denial was the deciding factor. That was close to another loss. Oh my days. But that's why we got the Tears. That's why we got the Tears. And that was crazy if you guys were paying attention there. Like, we were both not getting hit out of our attacks. And we both had like super heavy armor on with a lot of poise. So that was nuts. That was nutty. That was nuts. That was a sick match. It may not have seemed that way, but to me that was like, I was gambling. I was like, oh my god, I hope that my 2-hit combo will end up killing him. And it did. One-handed, an exiled greatsword. Damn, dude. I mean, I thought that weapon was done and over with. I thought people are like, yeah, that weapon's no longer any good. Alright, this guy looks... He looks like he's using the... Oh, never mind, he switched. Can I bait him into attacking me? No. We'll do some serious stamina damage through that shield. And you're gonna try to poke at us. What is he using, an S-stock? Oh damn, I was trying to delay the roll. Bait him into attacking us? No. Yeah, that weapon art does like no damage, so I'm not too worried about that. Where he's gonna get his damage with that weapon is if he can critical hit us. So with this, he needs to do the weapon art, which I know he can poise through our R1, so I need to be very careful. I mean, I can take a bit of a trade. That should have been the W. That will be, though. So, yeah. Did I talk about the weapon setup with this yet? Well, if I have, I apologize, but I'll talk about it again. So, with this strength build, and I will do a video on this later, the main weapons that you want to use, obviously the greatsword, as you guys can see, very, very good. I wasn't really a fan of the vertical swinging R1 greatswords in the beginning of the game, but since the game has evolved with the patches from Software, I do believe that these swords now have definitely proven their worth. They're very, very good because of the increased speed. They're very, very quick, and it's very easy to catch people and punish people. Plus, the amount of delay that you can use, or that you can have with the follow-up R1s, make this weapon very, very good for keeping yourself safe as well. Oh shit, that's not what I wanted. Too busy talking, not focusing. Thankfully, this guy didn't rush us down. Alright, so he's using the frayed blade. That's my go-to weapon. So we're gonna have to try to fish out his running R1s and force a 2-hit trade. I rolled back. That was not good. Oh, we broke his... Did we just break his guard right there? Why are you... Well, I guess you could drink Estes, but I was like... Yeah, shit, I should have followed up with the R1. I was too delayed. That was so stupid on my part. But you can see the damage. Hit us for like 4 hits there. But all it took was just getting out one R1 sequence to combo him to death. Jesus. That was so noob. That was like noobery to the max on my part. Just standing there taking hits, trying to press R1 to come out. But when you have a build like this, you can afford that luxury. Again, because the weapon has so much hyper armor with the heavy armor. All you need is one of those traits, and that's, again, going back to that weapon discussion that I was talking about before that match. It's kind of one of the strengths. Now, in my offhand, I do have this spear, which I talked about already, I believe, right? The finisher weapon, just to chase somebody down. You can also have a longsword. But the Great Club is also a good option with this build, so is the mace. And a few other strength weapons, obviously the Gundir's halberds, things like that. So you have a decent amount of versatility for strength characters, and with the sheer amount of damage that they can do, they are very, very effective. Again, just because of that trade meant... Oh my days. Why was I trying to buff my weapon? I didn't even see this guy was casting spells. Alright, yeah, we're dead. This is going to be our first loss. That's what happens when you don't pay attention in the arena. That is what happens. He's trying to like free aim that. Yeah, I'm gonna have to play like a bitch. How is he hitting me? I'm still fat rolling. I'm still fat rolling. Okay, there we go. I only have one fist weapon. This is like the most cringiest gameplay, all because I didn't pay attention at the beginning, and I'm gonna have to try to either force out a draw. He's probably gonna catch me though, to be honest. What did I just talk about too earlier, where I was like, I hate people who just run away? I'm a hypocrite, confirmed. Like every Dark Souls player, I'm a hypocrite. Oh, you backed me into a corner. Alright, can we survive a hit now? A trade? Oh my days. I played like such a bitch. I played like such a bitch. I'm a disgrace. I'm a disgrace. I'm a disgrace. I'm a disgrace. I'm sorry. I'm sorry you had to witness that. I'm sorry. I feel terrible. I actually do. I don't know why. I actually feel terrible about that. That's why you need to pay attention, man, because you never know what the hell's going on. I was so stupid. I like ran up in the middle of the map, and then I was like, oh yeah, let me buff my weapon, and you know, I wasn't even paying attention to what the guy was doing. So stupid. I'm an idiot. Alright, Kino, what you got? Let's do this again. This guy is not using spells. He's trying to ring swap or something. Yep. That's why he was just fat rolling for a second. He was ring swapping. Yeah, he's swapping stuff out. That's game. No. That's game. A little bit better on the punish follow-up. We cut him on the ring swaps. That's why he fat rolled in the middle there. That happens, right? That happens. That definitely happens. So we're about 22 minutes in, and I know I still haven't... Did I talk about the weapons? I did. Great club. I'll go more in depth in the actual build video, but great club. Gundir's Halberg. I don't really like the Yohn's Machete, really. You know, I just think the Great Sword and the Great Club are probably just better options for heavy damage, heavy weapon damage. Light weapon wise, just a straight sword and a spear like you just saw. I know that those aren't necessarily strength weapons. The mace is probably your go-to, but it is very limited in range. But perseverance on it is very good. I mean, you do have a few options. So, yeah. Anyways, let's get back to the matchups. Let's not lose focus so that we don't get wrecked like we did in that other one match. Dark Slayer. Welcome, Dark Slayer. He is using Corvians. He's gonna try to go for the back step. Wait, what is that? Is that the thing that has a quick step? See, baited him with the R2. Oh, he's going for poison. I mean, why, dude? See, with the poison, look at it. It's going down every second, and you have to rush me down so much, and then you're gonna rush me there to try to punish me eating the purple moss clump. And yeah, that happens. You recover really fast, like deceptively fast, from consumables in this game. And they're a very good option to bait people into coming into you and trying to punish you, and then you just hyper armor through whatever they're doing. So I actually do that quite a bit, like what you just saw there. I guess not quite a bit, but I do it every so often. Well, you've actually heard me in some of these matches say, oh, is he going to come in and punish me? You know, when I'm trying to eat a green blossom or buff a weapon with a resin. Because, yeah, I mean, you recover quite fast from those things. Of course, if you mess it up, you get, you know, wrecked. But if it works out, which usually it does, with the faster consumables, not necessarily the weapon buffs, but with the faster consumables, it usually works out. And you can get quick, easy punishes in. See, and the flaw with those builds, like bleed builds and poison builds, is that you constantly have to rush your opponent down, which is something that's so exploitable with your game. Whoops. I don't even need to drink that, but yeah. Alright, so we got a Dark Sword and Yorm Shield heavy poise monster. Getting those poise bonuses. Oh, he was able to block in time? What? So one nice thing about the Greatsword too, I don't know if I mentioned this already, but the second R1 does combo into a first R1, which not many weapons do. Like if you hit with a second R1 of a weapon, it usually doesn't combo back into the first hit of the R1, like the stagger isn't long enough. But with a Greatsword it is. Damn, this guy's just blocking everything, huh? No, you picked the wrong time. How is he? That's twice he's been able to block a follow-up hit. Am I not pressing R1 fast enough? Do I need to mash R1? Wow, this guy's actually putting up a little bit more of a fight than I would have expected. I don't have the shield draining ring with me either. Might be able to break his guard. Yep, I was keeping track of that. Every time I attacked his shield, he R1'd, and then he blocked, and then he R1'd, and then he blocked, and we broke his guard. That's why I just said, like, on that third hit, I was like, I wonder if, and then I hit him, and I was like, yep, broken guard. Sweet. Shield monsters. I remember back when this game first came out, there was this one dude that I invaded. I think I invaded him twice in the same day, and both times he just used the shield and would always just sidestep around me and backstab me. And I didn't know about that in this game until that guy did it to me. It was like one of like the first few days of the game's release, and I was like, shit, I hate shields. So ever since then, you know, don't just try to break guards and attack through shields. Always try to kind of keep that in mind, that yes, they can sidestep and backstab you. And we got a glaive, the split leaf. Okay, so this can be Becky 619. This can be pretty bad. They have some decent poise armor, so if they get their combo off on us, might be not so good. I mean, fire bombs aren't that quick, so. How are they rolling? I'm not pressing R1 fast enough. I'm almost positive. There we go. I was mashing R1 that time, because that's like the second guy now that's kind of got out of our R1 combo. So yeah, there's something else that you can take away from this. If you've watched 27 or 28 minutes in now, yeah, don't be afraid to press that R1. Mash that R1 in order to make sure you connect your combo. The damage was on our side with the hyper armor and the combo. So I usually like to go 30 minutes. I don't know how many matches I've played. I usually like to get a good number of matches in, but I don't even think we've hit 15 yet, have we? We haven't taken a loss yet, have we either? I don't think. We had that one stupid match that drew out the video. So I do apologize for that though. The magic one, that was this video, right? I'm pretty sure, because I haven't played with this build in a long time. But yeah, I have like no concept of anything time-wise. Katana Master using a attack me, no? So lightweight, looks like he's gonna, but he has some weapons equipped in the offhand. Looks like he might be under 30% weight, but I don't think so. See, gonna have to try to time if I want to follow up with the R1 follow up. See, like right there, like those are two chances where he followed up with the running attack and he followed up with that rolling R1. Okay, he got 2 hits off. I'm doing a mistake with my spacing. Oh, all right. He's switching something out. Punish the trades. The overzealous. As a katana user, primarily, that's what my main character is, the quality build, the character that I use the most. I kind of understand the mentality of most katana users. I mean, some of them like to mix it up, but the most effective way to play a katana is space and punish whiffs. And so one of the risks that you have to take when using a heavier weapon against a katana is you have to throw out your follow-up R1s a lot more, or do successive attacks a lot more. Like attack, roll, attack. Don't just try to play defensive after attacks, because katanas will rush you down and keep your stamina low. So that's how you kind of combat that. Alright, what do we got here? A Black Knight sword. Holy crap, why am I fat rolling? And I switched to the Havel's ring. TK. Using an S stock. Okay. Well, I don't know why he has that shield. That shield is okay to block. We do 132 through the shield. Wow, he actually is blocking with that shield. I can only imagine the amount of stamina damage we're doing to him, and then that's game. What weapon was he using? Was it just a rapier or an S-stock? I don't know. Didn't matter. But that shield in his offhand, that was, in my opinion, that was his downfall. But anyways, guys, I think that's probably going to wrap it up. So hopefully you enjoyed that arena session. Let me know what you think in the comments below. If you want to see more of these, let me know. But that is it. Quantum's out, guys. Have a good one.